I think working with small, medium-sized businesses, especially, where there's a lot of trust involved, the small business, it's really important to...
But first, a quick message from our sponsor. Finding a good SEO partner that specializes in content marketing can be hard. Since 1999, Internet Marketing Ninjas has built its reputation on SEO and content marketing strategies. Internet Marketing Ninjas is run by Jim Boykin. I've known Jim for close to 20 years now. He's been a very hands-on SEO, he's a very hands-on CEO as well, and he's built a great team at the Internet Marketing Ninjas. From what I hear, their clients are very happy with them too. The Internet Marketing Ninjas could also help you with your Core Web Vitals and Page Experience update. They're very hands-on with that. They'll make the changes for you, not just provide the audit. So check them out at internetmarketingninjas.com.
It's really important to work with people who, like a team that cares about the business.
Right.
If you can find people that actually care, like, and ask them, what's important to you? I want to help people. Okay. And being analytical and that stuff helps too. But if they really care about helping people, then that shortens the learning curve. And they just do the right thing. I mean, oftentimes they say to me, well, here's the situation, what would you do? And I turn to them, what would you do? If it was your money. What?
Right.
If it was your money, what would you do? Oh, they think for a second, they say, I would do this, I said, do that. That's the answer. It's not rocket science. Just think what you'd want to do if it was your money. If you can really get in those shoes, pause for a second. Now you want that stick. You got it anyway.
Don't need it. So the search marketer has to really care about their client's business.
Yeah, like just treat, and that's gonna think, like a lot of clients become like friends.
Right.
And it's very hands-on. If we see something broken on the website, nice.
Look,
I mean-
I was trying to get the yellow ball in.
Don't say that.
Oh,
Edit that part out. Nice. All
Not
right.
even looking anymore.
And now I can see it's the last game.
Putting
me to sleep here.
Yeah. Wait, should I go for this one first? What would you do, this one or this one?
I think that one.
Okay. It's interesting you say that because the same thing I often say with our clients, we don't do search marketing at all. We build software for customers. And often the people that I hire and myself, they care more about, not more, but almost as much, and often more than the employees of the company care about the software that we built. So if there's an issue with it, we go crazy, like, oh my God, something's wrong. And then the employee is like, I'm on lunch break, I don't really care so much.
Yeah.
I guess you feel the same way as some of your customers are like that too.
Yeah, it's just knowing that, especially, the PPC, it's so immediate. They can get direct response, like how fast you get the data back in. SEO is so hard because, I don't envy you. It's like, even if you're doing the right things, you never really know for 100%. You know what I mean? Like,
well, if you're a good SEO, you probably test it first with paid search to see if it works, and then do the SEO. But I don't really do SEO either. So again, we just build stuff. So.
Oh, okay, that's definitely part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but PPC, that you get the data in pretty quickly, and you get the response pretty fast. And like I tell clients, we do everything month to month. They don't need to lock you in for 3 months. And even if I say they should invest $300, I said, you're still investing $100 a day. If I would see something coming in a week or two, like I'll tell you to pause, let's rethink this, don't worry about the service period. Like, I wanted to make sure for 30 days you're getting something out of it.
That's unusual. You don't really hear that from agencies. Usually require like several months, guaranteed, a certain amount of income.
Right, and they lock you in and they say they don't, but I'm like...
Do you charge like a percentage of spend or you just charge a monthly fee?
Monthly fee based on the tiers of spend. So like up to 5,000 is one price.
Interesting.
It's just so much easier, much more holistic. Because I only take on a client if I think it can help them.
Right.
Oftentimes I do an audit and I just tell them, hey, change these few things. I wouldn't pay me. Just here, I'll set up for you real quick in 15 minutes. Run this for a few weeks. Instead of paying me and then
see how it works.
It's better. Yeah, because that's the
So obviously that means you care deeply about your clients, even if they're not your clients yet, or maybe they're not long-term clients. What else is there in terms of making a great search marketer?
Having a good balance between being analytical and creative. So the analytical side will help you see trends in the data. Kind of identify. I'm gonna slow things down.
You set me up.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
And then the creative side is thinking how to solve them. So Yeah, it plays.
And so there's being, empathetic for the customer and caring, and there's
Yep.
also being analytical and understanding the numbers in order to make sure if it's, something they should
Because
do.
you get a feel. Nice.
Again, luck.
Sheesh.
What else is there?
The creative side, enjoying growing businesses. 'Cause I think when you build that trusted small business, you might come up with an idea. Hey, let's try this, and the client usually says, "Yeah, try it." All right, now it's no longer luck. You can't attribute to luck anymore.
Okay, I'm just getting good. I'm getting better at this.
There you go.
I wonder if this
Nice.
is working. I wonder if the people who are watching this like this better than just sitting down at a table and talking.
Oh, it's active. It's
They're gonna,
moving.
I don't know who's winning, so again, you guys have to tell us.
Well,
who
you
won.
are.
And you'll get
Sure, this
you'll get a free order from this guy if you get it right.
There you go.
No, I'm just joking. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, I enjoy help because it's something I know so well.
Right.
In a few minutes, I can say, no, just change that, and that, and give a quick lesson. And sometimes because I record the Zoom video, I say, I'll send you the Zoom, take it back, do this yourself. Any questions, let me know. And it's okay, you know. I have people someone recently came back and he said, remember me from 2012? I was a client. I'm a CTO of a company now, and it's just keeping it holistic and honest. I think it's the
It's interesting because
long-term game.
running a small business has a lot of challenges from, doing it's everything really. I mean, it's not just doing the job you're meant to do. Like you are a PPC agency and you got to make sure you know your business super well, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yet you have employees. You got to take care, make sure your employees are happy. You got to make sure the clients are happy. You got to make sure that, I don't know, your office is clean. You take out the garbage. I just once I remember Googler, I went to visit Google once, and Googlers are pampered beyond belief. And yeah, I'm talking to you guys. And it's funny because I went to the Googleplex, it was years ago, and one guy was giving me a tour, like one of the Google people you probably know of. And this is early on. And I'm like, I just got off the plane, I heard my PBX, my open source PBX was hacked, and somebody was making calls to all over the country. And it was costing me a fortune in dial fees. And he's the guy's like, you have to worry about that? I'm like, who else is gonna worry about that? It's my company, I have to worry about that. So you have to juggle all of that and every little detail from taxes to everything really. And also being there for your family and friends and so forth.
Yep.
So it's a lot of stress. At the same time, it makes you, I think, or makes any small business owner understand their client's businesses better and making you understanding they have to do the same thing and they have their costs, they have their stresses, they have this.
Exactly.
And making their lives easier, I think, gives these small businesses a little bit more of an advantage over maybe these mega corporations that don't really understand that. Somebody's in the office, they work at a big agency, they don't have that worry.
Very different.
And they don't understand the worries that the companies they're working for actually have, which I think is a huge added value and something that every search marketer should kind of consider.
100%. That's when I see that they don't go in that extra thing. Not because they're bad, they're just not used to going that granular. They don't really care about that small.
Right.
But I do for me.
Save $1 here, save $1 there.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, every little dollar adds up, and then you could find something really big that could, do you have any case studies or something that you this was an amazing thing we did for a client?
I had someone referred to us, and we're doing orthopedic shoes. Offline, $60 million a year. Online, $20,000 on their site a month. And so I want to put $2,000. I'm like, $2,000? You're getting 60 million offline a year. Why 20 grand? I try a lot of agencies, right? I look at their site's broken. I'm like, you gotta invest something more. He said, no, I tried too many agencies. I'm not going for it. I said, I'll pay for it out of my money, right? We struck a deal. I rebuilt their website on Shopify. That was 2015. I paid for the marketing spend. And in the first month, they went from 20 grand, 1,000 a month sales to $500,000. $500,000 a month in sales.
It's amazing.
And the reason for that is because they said, we can't fulfill, slow down. We can't fulfill anymore. And when they caught up, we're doing $1 million a month in sales.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And recently someone reached out to me and I told him, he's like, can you estimate what the market's going to be for this? I'm like, I cannot guess. I told him about this. He's like, let me guess who the company was. And he guessed the name. And he was from the same industry and he heard about that story. And I'm like, small world.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, a lot of this is long-term, building up your company, building up your brand.
Exactly.
Also, your client, like you said, you had a client that worked at this place, left, went to another place. You get them. We get phone calls all the time from people I dealt with maybe 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. And they came back to us I remember having a great experience with you, working with you, and we just want to work with you again. And that's great. That's the ultimate thing that you're doing a great job. Is there anything else you want to talk about in terms of any tips or ideas or something before we part ways in this conversation? Let's put you on the spot.
Yeah, there's so many things.
See how long this has been going on anyway.
Yeah,
That you think
so
of.
many small things I want to, when I think about tips, I want to make sure it's actionable for small businesses. Like there was a whole thing about SCAG, single keyword ad groups back in the day that was very popular. And it's to take every keyword and build it out, and these thousands. I'm like, why are people advising the small businesses? What small business is going to go out and build thousands of ads? Like it doesn't make any sense. And so I don't like those kind of tips that aren't realistic and actionable and useful. But I think if they look for the search queries, just to get an idea of where their money's going, then they'll know if they're on the right track or not. Because when you see a HVAC company that does home ACs and you go to search queries and you see Toyota air conditioning,
Right.
you'll know you're on the wrong track.
Yeah.
You hit pause, then call a professional, but it'll be a pretty clear indicator.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for doing this. How can people
Pleasure.
learn more about you and your company and so forth?
YaelConsulting.com. Just call the number on the website. I answer it and talk to me. I'm happy to help. Any
Awesome.
questions?
Thank you so much. This was really fun. Appreciate it.
Thanks.